However, the title of this paper that I have taken, my PhD thesis work, which is going on at the Chandigarh University, is on Paulo Coelho and Ernest Hemingway. And what I have taken is Paulo Coelho's social media activism, a brief study of his personal blog, which is quite popular on the internet, and his in general social media, which can be Twitter, which is YouTube, Instagram as well. My co-author is my supervisor, Dr. Manju, and the theme on which I'll be talking for this paper is technology and literature. So there are certain things about this writer. I believe many of us see him as the reader's writer. He might be writing not the pulp fiction as we sometimes consider Chetan Bhagat or others like him, but he is a reader's writer who provides them something in hand, something of worth and value for life. And for a lifetime, he has been with many people, millions of people read him. He has been an author. He is a lyricist also in his career. He has been a philosopher going by his books, and he's a rebel also. He started first as a rebel when he denied the Catholic beliefs of his family, and then he became different things in his career, and then finally settled as an author. And he's also been claimed as the first author to transcend paper and succeed in the digital world and social media as a writer. He's one of the most popular writer as well as an active. So he says himself in his interviews that I will not feel stranger in any strange land where he goes, because he feels that his before him, his soul goes to his readers and his readers understand his soul. This is one thing, because many times we say that what is the motivation behind writing a paper or a book or a thesis or a particular topic. I posted to him last evening when we got this complete booklet of all the abstracts. I posted it to him, and the reply I got from him is on the screen. He asked for a PDF of the paper, which I hope when it is published, I'll be able to send him. And the presentation, as well as this particular brochure, this particular set of, we can call it a souvenir of the conference, I'll be sending it to him through WeTransfer. This has been sent to me by Paulo Coelho. This becomes a reason, I mean, or a proof or an evidence to the claim that I consider him a reader's writer. I'll read the abstract in this second minute of the presentation. The artistic merit that Paulo Coelho enjoys in the 21st century makes him the most sought after literary celebrity. His presence on social media is no less than any Hollywood or sports celebrity. The way he responds and reacts to happenings in the world makes him an activist with a personal mission. We don't see him giving political statements, but he does support people who are in trouble. To him, the questions asked on the social media platforms do not matter. However, he is quite positive about reciprocity to appreciation and sharing of his works on social media. Coelho is a person difficult to define, but his mere presence on social media creates a very special phenomena for his fans worldwide. He himself wants writers of the world not to be afraid of social media engagement. The rebel in him often tweets in favor of peace, and the human in him comes to the forefront wherever there is a disaster. He moves beyond geographical and language boundaries also, because he has been translated in around 88 languages in more than 170 countries now, and he responds to all alike. There's nothing favorite in India or favorite in the West. This paper shall look into the expansion of Paulo Coelho as a representative of technology, like he becomes a representative of technology and literature, coming together thing in the modern Renaissance. We shall also analyze the patterns and the impact of his digital avatar in making, which is being made on millions of readers, even beyond 170 countries and 88 languages. Now I'll move on to this part. His unparalleled popularity, his books and publications in large number, his style of writing, his marketing appeal, his symbolism, his stories, of course, I accept that. But the reason for taking up this paper, which is unique about him, which is the claim of this paper, is his reciprocity, his mutual appreciation, his discipline in writing on the social media, and his consistency, as well as his global outreach. And he does say that he has got gratefulness and appreciation in all his values of writing. This is a picture which is a very short collage of his responses to me as a student of him, as a student on him as well. And the one another face on the right hand side corner, this person has been reading him from his childhood. So he replied to one of his interviews, which came on Bhavna Studios on YouTube, that I want you to send me these things so that I can talk about you. So he's equal to everyone, be it a researcher on him or be it just a reader for him. So these responses have happened to me for the last 2 years. He has been responding and liking or retweeting or replying as well. In this thing, He says, I love posting and blogging. This paper, dear chairperson, this paper is working on two things. One, the amount of work he has done on social media, the responses he has given to people and the responses people have given to him, and then analyzing and trying to justify that he's a reader's writer and he is an activist in a positive sense. So he loves human contact, he loves posting and blogging, and he also celebrates the contact with the reader. So, and he also says one thing about it, that the first Renaissance might have happened because of printing press and the Bible was being printed first. He says the new Renaissance, which has happened because of internet, the World Wide Web, and this has to be celebrated. He also calls it very happily romanticism. He says we all need to turn romantics again, and this romanticism is also because of internet advent world. He also has a professional agency taking care of him as a celebrity, which also talks about his standard and level as an online celebrity. And he does comment in his videos sometimes on global politics. Otherwise, on Twitter, on Instagram, on his blog, he remains for the reader. This is just a small data of his stature, $500 million in a way, the property, or he's a man of that thing. He's fourth richest writer considered in the history. Like, he earns more than $20 million every year, and then he travels, and then he gives talks everywhere. He's making money that way, and then readers are still increasing. So he is being considered, going by his words, going by the comments people send to him, going by the responses he gets when he posts something. He's a very wise old soul, people say, and he's present in social media, be it Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. And the paper is putting up an analysis of the number of interactions that he has got. On the Wall Street Journal, these are certain things about him which are being cited here, just to keep the presentation brief, that he, now it is something that he says in his interviews, that he can write at least one kind word. So the word that he wrote to me, the comment he wrote to me when a paper got a best paper, that congratulations, or the paper published, he said that you can send me the paper, or he read it and then it's an excellent text, or now he's asking for this. This is part of his gratitude towards readers. He also talks about this thing when he creates aura of intimacy without revealing much. So this very nice thing about him, he doesn't reveal himself much. He keeps it. You cannot take an interview of him on social media. He knows his limitation, which also makes it a very mature presentation as well. From my side, this was the brief set of slides. I hope I have not exceeded the time limit as well.